Hi, people. It's me again. Okay, so it's day 2. The only reason you should be here is if you've already done day 1, turned it in, and I said okay or go ahead. Okay? If you have not done that, do not start from here because you're going to miss yesterday's grade. Okay? If you have done that and I gave you the okay to move on, let's move on. So I'm not sure what size you're working on. I'm going to now just switch to this size because there's not really a lot of point. There's really no point in doing 2 for you because they're pretty much the same steps. Okay, so first thing I want you guys to do, get out your drawing from yesterday. And I'm still going to work in a very light pencil. I'm still going to stick with my HB. And the main reason is because all of this that I'm doing right now, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stay there. It's pretty much just for placement. And this is what you guys did when you were working on proportions of the face. So that's all we're doing. Eventually, I am going to craft it so that it's my face. But in the beginning, we're going to use the proportions that are the norm. We're all a little bit different, so there are things that are going to be adjusted according to us. But everything that we're going to do now is just to put things into place so that we have a starting point, somewhere to jump off from. So I have this, which we did yesterday. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the eyes. Now, the hardest thing for people to accept is the placement of the eyes and where it goes. Our eyes are in the middle of our head. Now, of course, if I'm looking down, my eyes are going to seem like they're a little bit higher up. If I'm looking here, they're going to seem like they're down. So it just depends. But straight on, if our face is straight on and we draw our egg, our eyes are pretty much in the middle between our chin and the crown of our head. So this line that we put in the middle here, that's going to be out where our eyes go. I'm sorry about the glare. Again, we're still trying to figure lighting out and how to get this to work. So that's where I'm going to put my eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to do it so that you can see it. Notice that, I should have said this yesterday and I did not. First thing that you should notice is where I am. I am sitting on the floor in front of a mirror. Now I happen to have lighting, again, just because, you know, I'm a painter, so I do have this stuff. But I'm sitting on the floor in front of a mirror, and that's what you should be doing too. You should not be working from a picture on your phone. You shouldn't be working from a photograph. You should be sitting in front of a mirror. I sit on the floor in front of the mirror instead of like at a vanity or on a little one on a table, because this way I can really get in and look and try to decipher the shape of my facial features. As of now, I don't really need the mirror quite yet because I'm just placing things, but there's going to come a time where I'll be looking at the mirror more than I'm going to be looking at my paper. Remember that? Yeah, sure you do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start to put in the placement. I'm going to place my eyes. And I'm going to do that by putting, and I know that my eyes, I draw myself a lot, or I have over the years. I haven't lately. Well, last week I have been. My eyes are round up top and then close to being flat on the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do, of course my landscaper is here, so God forbid if I have to go out there and talk to him. What I'm going to do is I'm just putting in those, like a half football on the top part of that line. And then I'm going to figure out the tear ducts a little bit, and I'm going to bring the bottom part. And again, as I said, I will go in and kind of clean these up by looking at my own eyes. So right now, if you look, the common way to think about it is 5 eyes across the head. So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be able to fit 5 eyes across the head. In between the 2 eyes should be 1 eye. 1 eye length right in between. Okay, that's your standard. And I know that you guys kind of learned that when you were looking at those proportion things. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where the bottom of my chin is. So I just put a little line down there. And I'm going to go from there to there. I'm going to find the halfway mark. Maybe about there. And I'm going to put that mark in there. That's going to be the bottom of my nose. Okay, so that's going to be there. All right, now I'm going to go from there to there, find the halfway mark. That's going to be my bottom lip. Okay, so now that I have that and I know where my bottom lip is, I can bring that out a little bit. I can put in the line in between my 2 lips. As I said, I draw myself all the time. I actually could get pretty close to this without even looking, and then I'm going to put in I know my Cupid's bow is in here. Okay, here's the nose. We know now that if we take a straight line down from the corners of the eyes, that's going to be the outside area of the nostrils. So if you were to, let's do it on this side, go, I don't know how to do this, it's all backwards. Go straight down, you can see that takes it right to the outer edge of your nostril. Okay, so that's going to be the outer edge of your nose. Now, if I had irises in there, which I don't yet, and again, these aren't staying, this is just so I can mark stuff out, and I go from the middle of the irises all the way down, same thing. All right, so I have these outside lines now. That's going to be where the corner of my mouth comes to, the very edge. Now this, again, these are just my landscaper's outside talking to me or himself, I don't know. Anyway, these are going to change. This is just your placement for now. We all are different. Some might have a smaller mouth, some's eyes might be further apart or closer together. That's my landscaper. Daisy's not happy. So this is your next step. Daisy, shh. This is your next step, okay? All I want you to do is put in your placements, okay? This is day 2. After that, stop and take a picture, send it to me, wait for me to give you the okay or any guidance to correct something so we can stay on track, and then you can go on to day 3, okay? Stop after that, don't go on. If you really want to draw after that, draw on another piece of paper, try to push yourself, go further somewhere else. But for now, that's it. You're going to stop there. That's day 2. Okay, to get your day 2 grade, it should look something like this. And that's it. That's as far as we're going, okay? All right, well, I miss you guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well. If you have any questions or you want to meet and draw, or if you just want to sit in while I'm drawing, just tell me you want to, and I'll let you know when, and I'll set it up so that I can draw and you guys can sit and watch, or you can draw and I can sit and watch. Daisy! All right, I'm going to go deal with the landscaper. Do step 2, take your picture, send it to me, stop. Have a great day.